Before the Renaissance, the world of art was flat. For 1,000 years, paintings were not windows onto the world, but symbolic surfaces. Saints floated on fields of gold, castles were stacked like children's blocks, and depth was a mystery artists could not solve. Space was divine, not mathematical. It was a world waiting for a key, a secret code to unlock reality itself. That key would be forged in the mind of one man in the bustling heart of 15th century Florence. His name was Filippo Brunelleschi. He was not a painter, but a goldsmith, an engineer, and an architect, a man obsessed with the lost grandeur of ancient Rome. He saw the majestic ruins of the Pantheon and the Colosseum and wondered how the ancients had captured such realism, a skill that seemed to have vanished from the earth. He looked at the paintings of his time and saw only beautiful lies. He was convinced that space could be measured, tamed, and projected onto a flat surface with mathematical certainty. It was a radical, almost heretical idea. But Brunelleschi was a man of action, not just theory. Around the year 1415, he stood in the main doorway of the unfinished Florence Cathedral, a place he would later crown with his legendary dome. He looked across the piazza at the octagonal baptistry of St. John, a building he knew intimately. He had prepared a small wooden panel, and on it, he had painstakingly painted the baptistry with his new secret system. His method was ingenious. He drilled a small peephole through the back of the painted panel. An observer would press their eye to this hole and look at the painting. In their other hand, they held a mirror. By raising the mirror, they could see the reflection of the painting. By lowering it, they saw the real baptistry. The trick was the vanishing point. Brunelleschi had discovered that all parallel lines in a scene appear to converge at a single point on the horizon. By organizing his entire painting around this point, he created an illusion so powerful it was indistinguishable from reality. When his fellow Florentines, artists, merchants, and nobles took the test, they were stunned. As they raised and lowered the mirror, the painted baptistry and the real one blended seamlessly. It was magic. It was science. It was the birth of linear perspective. The secret was out. The code was broken. The discovery spread through Florence like wildfire. A young painter named Masaccio used it to create his masterpiece, the Holy Trinity, the first painting in history to use perfect linear perspective. Viewers felt they could step directly into the painted chapel. Donatello used it to give his sculptures unprecedented realism and power. Art was transformed. No longer just a surface for telling religious stories. The canvas became a window, a portal into a rational, ordered, and realistic world. This was more than an artistic trick. It was a fundamental shift in human consciousness. It placed the individual, the observer, at the very center of the world, able to measure and comprehend it. This new way of seeing fueled the entire Renaissance, influencing not just art and architecture, but cartography, engineering, and the very science of observation. Every time you look at a photograph, watch a film, or play a video game, you are seeing the world through Brunelleschi's eyes. He gave us a system for depicting our three-dimensional world on a two-dimensional plane. He was the man who, with a panel, a peephole, and a mirror, taught the world how to see. Subscribe.